Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Business Owner Spotlight Series. My name is Kelly Pice. I'm the CEO of Action Coach Tidewater, Virginia. And today I have Kenya Williams as my guest. He is the owner of I Shine For You Auto Detailing. So today we're going to be talking about his business, his journey to business ownership, some of the challenges and best practices that he can share with us, and we're gonna take a peek into what it's really like to build and operate a business. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notification when we drop new conversations in just like this one. So welcome, Kenya. We really appreciate you taking time with us today.
Thank you for having me. Not a problem at all.
So hey, please give me a little overview, real short, brief overview of your background, and tell me a little bit about your business, I Shine For You Detailing.
Yeah, sure. Yes, my name is Kenya Williams. I am the owner operator of iShine. I've been here in Williamsburg for 8 years, but it's been a total of 10 years I've been in business. Started off as a mobile business. As originally was a hobby of mine, and I just turned my hobby into a business. I was working at this Newport News shipyard for 8 years. Uh, I know I like the military, love everything about it, but it wasn't my passion. So I just jumped ship and took a leap of faith and followed my passion, which was auto detailing.
Excellent. So when you look at your role, you said you're owner operator. How many hours do you spend working in your business, in your business doing the actual job? And then how many on your business where you're planning strategy, growth, things like that?
Right now, that's a tough question to answer, but any given week, I'm probably 50 to 60 hours uh, owner operator, and working in the business or on the business.
Mhm.
I'm probably about 5 to 10 hours. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. The times have changed, whereas labor shortage is tough, especially in my particular business, a very niche business that I'm in. Requires more attention to detail, and some of the laborers that I found or employees I found are not there yet. So just right now, that's been one of my struggles of having employees. So that's why I'm spending a lot of time in my business right now.
Gotcha. So is this a full-time thing for you, this business, or do you have a job as well?
No, this is my full-time business. I left corporate America back in 2016.
Yeah, so you mentioned passion, right? That you
Mhm.
were at the shipyard, it really wasn't your passion. How important is it to be really passionate about what you do when it comes to owning a business?
It's very important because I mean, I can't tell you every day I wanted to quit, and the next day it would seem like something bigger happened or something that came about. If you're not passionate about it, you will find every excuse or reason to quit what you're doing. And if you're not passionate about it, if you're just chasing money, money can come and go. But I just found that when you're passionate about something, doesn't matter how much money you make, you can find a way to make it work and
Yeah.
to see your dream come alive, come to fruition, if you will. So.
Yeah, well said. Well said. Hey, let's move on into what makes your business so special. So, who primarily does your business serve? I mean, if I were in the audience, how would I know that I would be a good fit for your service?
We serve the business professionals, the military. We serve the senior citizens, and we serve the car enthusiasts. I mean, we got a good mixture of business that we do serve, and we just found having serving all of those people at in my particular area has worked for us. Some people like to be very niche and just go for the exotic car owner or the um, just the elderly person or what have you. But we found what kept us thriving in business to this day, ever since COVID, has been to diversify our business, and that's what has helped with our clientele.
Okay. What makes your business unique? I mean, why do your customers and clients choose you over somebody else?
It goes back to pretty much my business name. Anybody can make a car shine, but it's we do it for the customer. And our personal touch is not only just make a car shine, but let them know that their car is part of your daily or maintenance program. A lot of people just think I just get my car oil change every 3,000 miles. Well, also your car cleaning is every 3 to 6 months, or every 2 weeks, if you will.
Mhm.
but some people don't realize that until they have a problem, whereas we've seen cars that got mold inside of them or water has got inside the vehicle, and it's because of they didn't keep up with the maintenance, all because of some simple as sunroof drain has clogged up. So things of that nature. That's why it's very important to not just go to any detail of what someone that's knowledgeable why you should keep up with the maintenance of your vehicle, and that's what
Yeah.
we try to preach.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't really think about cleaning and detailing your vehicle inside and out, what that does to the maintenance and how it helps the longevity of that vehicle as well. So, um,
Absolutely.
so how do your competitors compare with you?
We have found, and we always get asked this question because we got somebody like pretty much like 2 minutes up the road from us. How do we compete? And we really don't try to compete because there's too many cars on the road. It's almost like there's a 7-Eleven on every corner, if you will. But the biggest thing what we try to focus on is the overall um, condition of a vehicle versus like just the interior only or the exterior only. We try to focus on the whole complete program of the car, the whole complete car, from even down to like something as simple as putting window tint. Why do we put window tint on the car? And not just because it looks cool or it's nice to have, but we're protecting the loved ones. We protecting the interior. We protecting someone may have a skin condition. There's a reason why we do, and that's what we kind of focus on. That we preaching the program of your car, I mean the maintenance program of your car, but also the protection of your vehicle, especially is something you invested a lot of hard of money in. So
Yeah, wow, those are some great points. So this kind of leads me to marketing, which is something that's, it's vital to every business out there. And it's often an area many business owners struggle with. So I'm always curious, what successful businesses are doing. What percentage of your monthly sales typically is invested back into your marketing budget?
this is one you're hit on the nose. I'm having a hard time finding that happy medium. For one, Williamsburg is a big word of mouth town. You almost can go without marketing online, if you will. But one of the creative things, I'm pretty probably tell one of my secrets. I've been hitting the local market hard, meaning I've been attending like car events. I just had a car show last week. Um, I'm marketing to like Harris Teeter, back of their receipts.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I gotta go visit a store, but I'm supposed to be there. I'm doing things like that, and just relying on my customers just to spread the word about us. I mean, it seems
Okay.
like every new customer that we meet, there's probably about 3 to 4 more that's coming right behind them that we haven't discovered yet. So
Yeah.
we've been allowing our work to speak for ourselves and allowing our customers to kind of market for us, if you will.
So referrals is a big part of what you're
Yeah,
doing.
referrals is pretty big because right now I don't think I have market online per se, probably in the past 2 months. And
Okay.
I know for me personally, we probably need to do, probably 2 to 3 grand a month in marketing, but we haven't had a reason to do so. So I was
Okay.
like, well, why should I spend the money? So
Yeah. So for your business, how many different marketing strategies do you use?
I use about 3 to 4 marketing strategies, from online to, like I said, just some paper print. I tried the digital marketing, I tried the paper marketing. I mean, we tried it all. The
So,
unique thing just happened to us where I was featured in a local magazine that went to probably about over uh, 40 to 50,000 homes, back in actually last month. Yeah,
okay.
and
Awesome.
that was a huge success for us.
All right. So what's the number one marketing strategy that brought you the most business over time?
That was one last week. I mean, last month.
So has
I
that been a
mean,
recurring thing or that was a one-time shot?
that was
So,
a one time shot because it's a magazine that goes to homes every month. They probably been in business probably as long as I've been here, 8 years, and every month they got different articles on businesses and things of that nature. And just so happened this particular one they featured me because they knew I was celebrating 10 years. June of the June 1st.
mhm. Okay. So besides that one, is there any other marketing strategy that you see as one of their better?
Google Ads has been a big one for me as well.
Okay.
But prior to this, Google Ads, I did just spend a little bit of money, but I didn't spend a whole lot
Yeah.
on it. Yes.
So what's been your approach to track your leads? I mean, to know where they're coming from. Do you have a CRM that you use, or how do you do that?
Yes, we do have a CRM that we use, and we know we've been doing a good job of asking questions. How did they hear of us? And seem like right now, between word of mouth and seeing myself in the magazine has been what's been coming driving us customers lately.
Okay, excellent. So we have spent a bunch of time focusing on the business and sharing a few of your best practices for the audience. I'd love to take a step back and dive into your journey a bit more. So you mentioned why you chose to go in business for yourself,
Mhm.
where you were working. What was that transition like for you?
It was scary. It was a gutsy move on my part. But I am a man of faith, and I kind of took a leap. Like I said, I took a leap of faith, and believed that everything will work out. In which it ended up did. There was no doubts. It was sometimes I doubted that I wasn't going to make it, or sometimes I feel like question why did I do what I do? Why did I take this jump?
Mhm.
And it seemed like the next day it seemed like something just big happened, and I just continued on. After, especially like I said, after 8 years of being in this location, it's kind of like, wow, I made it. So,
Yeah.
and then it was like we slowing down. So,
So as you look back on your journey so far, what's been the most memorable roadblock or hurdle that you were challenged with and you were forced to overcome?
um, which was COVID. I mean, COVID was one of the biggest challenges that I see because there were too many unknowns. We was questioning whether it was essential or non-essential. Um, Found out that we was straddling the fence a little bit because we was doing a little bit of sanitation for police cars, sanitation for essential workers, if you will. And we found that we our job was just support. So find out that, hey, to overcome it, we had to keep going, and we just kind of quietly stayed open, and we seemed like everybody knew we was open, and business just took off.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward and look at what's coming next. So where do you see your business in the next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years, I've been torn with if I want to expand or if I want to stay where I am. And I think right now, even with inflation, cars, people still don't see the importance of keeping their car clean. But it just kind of surprising that everyone's still spending money to get cars. So thanks to them, that's probably why interest rates not going down. But one of the pivot things that I think I'm going to do is to eventually jump into the residential window tinting, because that's one of the things that I see that's an open market right now, where traditional blinds are becoming like dinosaurs, if you will, and having a window tint up there to block the heat inside the house. And like I said, back to why we're doing it is because of a lot of people want to get that natural sunlight coming in, but they don't want to be burned by having it or to ruin, their furniture or ruin, windows or what have you. So
Yeah, fades the material and not to mention the heat cost or air conditioning
energy,
your house and
yes,
all that. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. What's been your approach to goal setting?
So I'm more of a doer, which is I know it's kind of bad, but I do goal set in my head. But I'm more of a doer. I'll see a vision, I'll stick to it in my head, and then I just go do it. Because I found for me when I set goals, if I don't meet them, I'm upset, I'm angry, just like throwing in the towel. And I'm like, this not working out. But I've found when I just set in my mind I'm going to do something, I stick to it and I just do it.
Okay. How many in your mind, you set them in your mind? How many goals do you set at a time?
I set one or two. And I'm more of a monthly and daily type guy versus a 6 months to a year. I always like to say I compare it to going to the gym. Trying to go to the gym and setting a goal. I want to lose 220 pounds. I get upset when I don't meet it. I might eat a chocolate cake the night before or something like that. But the biggest thing is when I set my mind to do it, I just continue on.
When you're thinking of the future in business, it's It's important to address the topic of building a great team. And you mentioned at the beginning that employees is kind of difficult sometimes. So what's been your approach to hiring and then retaining team members today?
Just finding good help. I mean, you know, right now I'm starting to see it comes back a little. Um, but now it's still been tough. I don't know where everybody doing. I don't know what they're going. I mean, I guess I have to try to find those that are, probably just looking or need a job. So
Yeah, we're hearing that across the board. It's been difficult for a while. Like COVID changed the landscape of employees, as
correct.
well. So so many people being able to operate from home. So what areas of training do you believe your people will need most in the next 6 months based on your current business climate and where your business is heading?
Um, so like for one, probably would need more of leadership type development training, and my other one would need more of auto detailing training. Um, and both of them can, the leadership one I know myself and my employee can work on. But the other detailing part, I know we can train him for that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in our conversation today, Kenya. For those who are watching, I highly encourage you to save this and come back and watch it a few times because there's been a lot of great nuggets here. So as we begin to wrap up, I just have a few rapid fire questions, kind of quick top of the head answers, okay?
Okay.
So what's the key to success for you?
Key to success is enjoying the journey. Uh, a lot of people want success overnight. A lot of people don't realize sometimes it takes 10. I was one of those guys that believe in that whole it takes 5 years to build a business. I also heard it take 10 years to build a business. So I think the key to success just keep going. I mean, you have a passion, you have something you really want to do in business, and you believe that it will work out. You found a problem or found a solution to someone's problem, and you think you can make a good, decent living off of it, then go for it.
Excellent. So what's one piece of advice that you would give other business owners?
Follow your passion. Don't follow the latest trend on social media. Don't listen to that person on social media telling you can make $1 million and being a small business owner. But definitely follow your passion and make sure you do it for the right reasons. But don't follow the money, but follow your heart.
All right. So we really believe that, education and learning is super important. When you quit learning, you quit earning, we say. So is
Yeah.
there one book or audio or something that you're reading now or that you've read most recently?
I'm still trying to figure it out. But my latest book that is about hip hop artist that I like, Young Jeezy.
Mhm.
Um, and his book has kind of, says a whole lot, especially for small business owners that, even though he's coming from a rough background and, the streets, if you will, but he has a lot of business principles in there that apply to business. A lot of people don't get a different feel for it versus someone just online
Mhm.
or on social media, just telling them just go open up a business and you make $1 million. He's
Yeah.
giving you the whole picture.
Yeah. Okay. So if you had to choose only one area of your business that you could immediately improve tomorrow, what would it be?
Um, my window tinting business.
So how improve it? I mean, what do you mean?
How I can improve it is, of course, I have two more bodies. I can go, like I said, go after the residential and commercial side of the business. Um, because it's a one that's doesn't require a lot of time, doesn't require a lot of money to do,
Mhm.
and it has a big return on the investment that we already have in. So
Okay.
yeah.
Before we get into the final question of the day, I mean, how can others learn more about you and your company? How can they get in contact with you?
We are on social media at I Shine For You Auto Detailing on Facebook and on Instagram. TikTok, we had I Shine 757. We have our website, which is www.ishineforyouautodetailing.com. And phone number is 757-378-2844. We located in Williamsburg, Virginia, right across, not too far from the outlets.
Mhm.
And we've been here since, like I said, since 8 years.
Okay, excellent. So final question. What inspires you most today?
What inspires me most today is my kids. My daughter is 10 years old and my son is 6. They're growing, they're thriving in not only in school, but they're also thriving in the community, in their extracurricular activities, and that what keeps me going.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, Kenya, that wraps up the interview. Nice job. Thanks so much for taking time with us today.
Not a problem at all. Thanks for having me.